Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas who was killed in an Israeli military operation in Gaza yesterday, was a brutal, vicious terrorist responsible for the death of American citizens, Israelis, and civilians from more than 30 countries across the world. His decision, and it was very much his decision, to launch the terrorist attacks of October 7th, unleashed a year of tragedy in the Middle East. 1,200 people murdered on October 7th. 254 hostages kidnapped and hauled into Gaza, including children, infants, elderly, and men and women of all ages. More than 40,000 people dead in Gaza, many of them civilians. That is the blood-soaked legacy that Yahya Sinwar leaves behind. He didn't just launch this conflict, but for the past year has refused the efforts of the United States and our partners to end it, refused to return home the hostages who have been separated from their families for more than a year, refused to agree to a ceasefire proposal endorsed by the United Nations Security Council and countries around the world, and who in recent weeks refused to even negotiate at all on a ceasefire and an end to the war. There are 101 hostages who remain in Gaza, including 7 Americans. And of course, there are 2 million Palestinians who continue to suffer the consequences of Sinwar's decision to endanger their lives. The path that Sinwar wanted for the region, death, destruction, instability, chaos, is a path that we know the people of the region reject. The horrors of the past year cannot be the future, and they do not need to be the future. It is time to chart a different path. So over the days ahead, the United States will redouble our efforts to return the hostages home, to bring an end to this war, to alleviate the suffering of the Palestinian people, and to allow the people of Gaza to begin to rebuild their lives. With that, Matt.